Hey everybody, it's me, Natalie Butler, Independent Sales Representative, National Recruiter, and Leader with Avon. So today's video, I want to talk about attraction marketing and how to actually bring people to you and your business, whether through acquiring new customers or new business partners. And the first thing I want to talk about is Facebook and using your personal Facebook to grow your business. So my first tip, my first word of advice is to clean up your personal profile page. When people are looking into you, whether you've reached out to them or you've posted online several places and then they want to check you out, the first thing that they're going to do is go to your Facebook page and see the type of messages that you post, to see what type of person you are, to see if you're real, to see if you're genuine. And if all you have is negative posts, that could discourage anyone. I'll give you a prime example. I've posted before that I sell a lot online. Another direct sales representative, she reached out to me and we became friends. And next thing I know, I get these little notifications like, oh, this person posted that. And when I looked, every post on her page was anti-Muslim. And now I'm not Muslim, but I found it highly offensive. If you're in this business to empower others, how could you empower someone while breaking the next person down? And a lot of the posts that she even posted, half of the stories weren't even true. They came from like one of those like Facebook news gossip sites where the information was wrong or the information was just like made up completely. But she was posting it and she just continued to post it. It looked like she literally spent a good portion of her day finding these negative stories about Muslims to post them. None of her posts were positive. And I'm not saying everything has to be hunky-dory and sunshines and rainbows everywhere you go. You do want to be yourself and you want to be personable and real, but then you have to think about the messages that you come across and how you come across to other people. If you're just talking about why your business is so great, then why are you posting so much hate? So if you do have those type of messages, you try to clean it up. I'm not saying you got to do it, but you have to think about as a business owner, people are going to look to you. They're going to see the type of person that you are. Before they purchase anything from you, they have to know who you are. They're not buying the product, but they're buying into you. So with that being said, you also want to be a product of your product. So you ever look at those pages, it just looks like spam, where it's just one stationary post after the next, and it's just all like social media posts that the companies generate for you. Anybody can go anywhere and look at that same picture. You want to be unique to yourself. If you have products, you want to actually share real life photos with those products. Reason being is people will begin to trust you. Have you ever seen the representative that's with a health and wellness or weight loss company and they're posting other people's results, but they don't post anything about themselves? Do you really trust that person? Do you? How can you trust them if they don't use the product themselves? So when you start looking at people, just like if, let's say Sally was with a weight loss company and she posted a before and after and showed how she lost 30 pounds in 3 months, wouldn't you want to know how she did that versus seeing anybody that lost weight that you don't know, that you can't relate to? And probably that you don't even know uses the product. Anybody can search Google for a weight loss before and after and slap a stamp on it and say that this is because of this product. So you do want to actually build trust. So when people look at your page, they can say, okay, I know that she uses it. I can see the product results. It doesn't have to be weight loss, but if you're promoting makeup, if you do it before and after, if you do just an after shot, or if you show up a picture of the actual product and not just a stock photo, people can look at that and then they can see, okay, this is real. This is what they're talking about. This is how I get a better sense of it. If you start to answer questions that they have, now they begin to look at you as a trusted advisor. Remember, people are actually coming to you. So you need to build that funnel where people realize that you are a real person. People don't want to feel sold. So going back to the real person and being personable, there are certain little ways that you can do that and promote your business at the same time without coming off as super salesy. Most people love to read a positive story. So if you have a personal progress story, feel free to share that, because then people can feel that same story. They can feel that same emotional story. They can connect with you on a different level, and maybe it would even spark some things that are going on in their life Will they feel comfortable enough to open up and talk to you about it? Or if it's motivation, everybody has a down day. You know, there are some days where you just feel like you can't go on, life is beating you up, and sometimes you just need to see that one motivational post. Or if it's a life lesson, something that you've personally learned, something that helped you grow, something that helped mold you, because once again, people can start to relate to that actual story versus you just saying, oh my God, I can't believe, this helped 98% of women lose weight at this time, or 98% of women say that their skin is more tight. Those stories don't really work. We already know statistics, they stack those to show whatever favor they want them to be. So if you can actually show a real life person and show that you use the products, show that you have grown, something that you've learned, or if you just want to post something funny just to get a little kick out of it, just to show that you are a real person, because remember, your new followers, your new friends, they're going to look to your page and see exactly what you posted. So you do want to show your personality, but try to avoid those controversial topics. You don't want to seem like you're bashing anyone, because then it's just counterproductive and it shows you as a hypocrite. When you look at most direct sales companies' mission statements, it's all about empowerment. Most of them. All of them support some type of cause, whether it be domestic violence, breast cancer. They're all about promoting, personal wellness. So when you're bashing people, it just shows you that you really don't believe in the objective itself. So why should a person believe in you? Okay. Then you want to grow your network. So how can you grow your network? Facebook groups, or if you're on any other social media, Google Plus, Pinterest, you want to actually befriend people with common interests to you, people that have the same ambitions and motivations. There are so many different groups. So if you're interested in makeup, join makeup groups. If you're interested in home decor, join those type of groups. But then you also want to start, if you're looking to grow your business as far as business partners, you want to start looking at those that are interested in work from home or entrepreneurship, and you want to start befriending those people. Now, I'm not saying go out and befriend 100 people a day, because you'll probably get banned from Facebook, get thrown in Facebook jail. But start off small. Try to add at least 5 new friends per day. Okay? And then if there are any motivational speakers that you follow, like, Les Brown or anyone that you follow, start to look and see who follows them, and you can even befriend them as well if this is something that you have a common interest in. Because remember, this is growing a network. You're networking. This is all about getting your network into a better mass of numbers. So without a big network, you're limiting yourself. And when you're doing online marketing, what's the point of limiting yourself? Like we're able to sell and recruit anywhere in the United States. So don't limit yourself just to your city or your state. Expand your reach. There's so many people in the United States that, trust me, one person is not going to be able to get them all. Okay? Let's see, I'm just going over my notes because I was like writing this down. And one thing I definitely want to say is, like I said, you're going to attract people and they're going to get curious. Then you can start to post links to certain things if you have a blog or if you have a YouTube video, to actually share that with people. Like if you're posting a personal success story and saying, this is what I've learned, and if you're interested in learning more about my journey, go ahead and visit my blog. That's how you promote your stuff, because one, you want to gain their interest, and if they're interested, they're going to go. And if they go to your blog, then they can become a follower of your blog, and then they can go on the journey with you. But it's certain things, but you want to try to stay away from being so sales pitchy, because then it just comes off as spam. And what do most people do with spam? Nothing. They disregard it. Okay? So those are my little tips. Try to clean up the Facebook page if it just seems like overly offensive. Like, by no means am I saying not be yourself, but you have to think in terms of business ownership and how you portray yourself to potential customers as well as potential business partners. Being personable, but being knowledgeable, being the trusted advisor, and then growing your network. And of course, if you share your success, people love success stories, especially from people that they actually know and that they can relate to. So when you do become a person's friend on Facebook, connect with them, talk to them, see what's going on with their business, see what's going on with their life, and see if you may actually be able to help them. It's not always about, making a sale. Eventually those will come, but you do want to connect with people. People forget for some reason that the whole social aspect of social media is not about this whole little frenzy where you just keep posting about yourself and yourself and yourself, but it's connecting with your audience, getting to know your audience, and building that relationship with your audience. So I hope you found this video helpful. I want to thank you all so much for watching. You have a great day. Bye bye.